What's going on, guys? It's another blazing Monday. Talking boxing talk, guys. And today's topic, Floyd Mayweather stated that Deontay Wilder could win his rematch versus Tyson Fury, but the condition was if he trained Deontay Wilder. Guys, what up? It's your boy T-Dub was Blazing the Sports. Yes, of course, I am back at it like a crack at it, giving you boxing geekers this work. And today, I would love to know your thoughts, opinions. A matter of fact, let's treat this like Clint Eastwood, one of his movies. Let me know the good, the bad, and of course the ugly. Sound like a lot of women you guys date, but hey, it is what it is. All right, guys, so what do you guys think about that? Floyd Mayweather was asked a question during his UK tour. Floyd Mayweather said this: if I trained Deontay Wilder, he will win his rematch. 34 years old is not old. And guys, listen. And here's the thing, guys. People always say this: you can't teach an old dog new tricks. I'm going to let you know right now, guys. I do not believe that. I believe that's 100% false. Because if you say that, anything after someone turns 34 years old, don't teach them nothing. If they never fished before, don't teach them. If they never swim before, don't go swimming with them, because guess what? They never learn, they'll drown. You're never too old to learn. What does Floyd know about training heavyweights? Oh, Mike. Shout out to Mike in the building. Mike, we're going to get into it, bro. We're going to get all the way into it, man. Again, it's your boy T-Dub, taking a few minutes, stepping away from work to give you guys this dirt. And of course, let's talk about it. And if you're just now jumping in, here's what was at hand. I want to know the good. I want to know the bad. And of course, I want to know the ugly. Again, probably like a lot of you guys' dating experience, some was good, some were bad, some were downright ugly. Guys, let's talk about it. Here it is. Floyd Mayweather training Deontay Wilder. Guys, listen. Of course there's some good. Of course there's some bad. Listen, it's not about if he trained heavyweights or not. It's about, can he add to Deontay Wilder? That's what it's about. That's what it's about. And Floyd Mayweather being one of the most skilled fighters of all time, there is no doubt. There's no doubt that he can teach him something. But is it the right fit? Is it the right fit? Listen, guys, if you guys work on cars, you already know. You got to have the right tool to get the job done. If you don't got the right socket, the right wrench, hey, you're just spending hours doing nothing. But in this case right here, there's some questions, and I get it. There is a lot of questions, guys, because Floyd Mayweather, here's the number one thing that comes to mind. Who has he trained? I get it. Floyd Mayweather is pound for pound one of the elites to ever lace up gloves. Hands down. You can hate this man. You can love this man. You can wish for his downfall. But the fact is, he is one of the best to ever do it, which means he has one of the best minds. See, the one thing that does make Floyd Mayweather special, and I guess a positive side, that if he decided to help out Deontay Wilder, is that he's not one-dimensional. Even though he gets probably almost all credit for his defense, they don't talk about how accurate he is. They don't talk about how he can come forward. They don't talk about how he can go backwards. They don't talk about how he can sit in the pocket. They don't talk about how he can catch shots and return fire. They don't talk about that. They only talk about the negative thing. That's it. But let me get to it, because I don't got a lot of time to waste, and I got to work. Let's get this work done. So, the negative. Let's start with that. It's going to be hard because I freestyle this stuff. The negative. Who has he trained? What is his proven track record? Yes, you have a great mind, but how is that great mind? How does it work training another fighter? How does it work training somebody who does not have a similar style than what you did in the ring? That's negative. I get it. Another negative thing. People are going to say this. Hey, Floyd Mayweather, if you did get involved in the camp, you're going to try to steal all the spotlight. You're going to try to be at all the press conference. You're going to talk longer than the fighters. Blah, 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 blah. These are things that we know going to come. We know it's coming if it happens. But let's talk about some positives. Let's talk about some positives. Again, Floyd Mayweather had one of the greatest minds in boxing. He's not one-dimensional. See, when you're talking about getting a trainer, if you got a trainer that does one good thing right, let's say you go with a fighter. Remember, a lot of these people, and I'm being honest, I probably would prefer to go with a former fighter if I can't, or a very proven trainer that has not. There's a lot of trainers that's never even had an amateur fight, but yet they training professional fighters. It's crazy, but you know what? Sometimes people can sit back on the outside and calculate things. I just prefer to have somebody who at least had them bombs coming at them who can tell me how to react. But I'm jumping off the subject. Let's get to it. Positive thing. Floyd Mayweather is, listen, I don't care how you look at it. His offense and his defense was sound, spectacular. But I guess a negative thing is, which I doubt Floyd do this, the one thing they cannot do, Floyd cannot try to show this man the shoulder roll. If Deontay Wilder is in there trying to shoulder roll, I'm telling you right now, he's going to get his head knocked clean the fuck off. If he got that left hand down, turning that shoulder at Tyson Fury. See, one thing about the shoulder roll, because I do practice it a little bit here and there, I think I'm pretty good with it. Not great, but I'm good. It doesn't work that well with taller fighters. See, the shoulder roll works if you guys are even height, or if they're shorter than you, it works great. But when somebody got a height advantage or throwing overhand shots, a lot of time they can be more effective landing those shots with someone in the shoulder roll defense than with someone who have both guards up. But listen, and just another thing, guys. So much if this actually happened. Frank West in the building. What's cracking, homie? Low key in the building. Wilder plus Foreman equal. Ooh-wee. Listen, I don't know, bro. Listen, I'm being honest. A lot of these fighters, like George Foreman, I'm giving my honest thoughts. George Foreman, to me, never had a great defense. But I believe over time, he is like a wise man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can go to some old men, 76 years old. You know they can't do the things they used to do. But if you pick their mind, they can tell you how to solve puzzles that you never knew you can ever crack in life. And even though George Foreman, I don't believe he can teach Deontay Wilder a lick about defense. I'm being honest. But maybe just mentally, he can give him the encouragements and talk to him and probably share down some wisdom with Deontay Wilder. They can at least have him mentally healthy. But to be honest, defensive-wise, I don't see it. A lot of fights I seen George Foreman in, he won off of sheer power. I don't see George Foreman as a defensive fighter or being able to tell somebody how to catch a shot, come back with a shot. I just don't see it. Now, and another thing, if it came down to Floyd or George Foreman, I do believe that Floyd Mayweather can teach Deontay Wilder more about defense than George Foreman can teach Wilder about defense. Heck, I'm going to go even further. I think Floyd Mayweather can teach Deontay Wilder more about timing, distance, than George Foreman can teach Deontay Wilder about timing and distance. But with that being said, that doesn't mean I'm knocking George Foreman, because you can learn something. Deontay Wilder can learn probably manhood type of shit from George Foreman. There's a lot of things that Wilder can learn from George Foreman outside the ring than he could ever learn from Floyd Mayweather Jr. And then, listen, I don't think it's going to happen. I'm being honest, guys. Even though I'm giving you guys some goods, some bads, some uglies, pretty much how a lot of you guys' weekends went out with your Tinder dates didn't go quite so right. And, guys, I want to get you guys a second video today. Not sure when, but it's going to be regarding Mikey Garcia. Yes, guys. Yes. Mikey Garcia is now a champion again. He is now the WBC Diamond Lambskin, sponsored by Trojan, champion again. You can hold it over your head or use it in bed. Yes, guys, another belt has been created out of thin air. But with that being said, I'm going to get you guys a video on potential matchups between Mikey Garcia versus Manny Pacquiao. Guys, I'm telling you right now, I definitely have some thoughts on that. In the building, the one, the only. Monday Soul in the building. What's cracking, homie? The wonderful life of Bobby J. What's going on, homie? Let's get it in. All right, so let's talk about Floyd Mayweather potentially training Deontay Wilder. How much time I got? Okay, listen, I got a little more time. Yes, got a little more time, guys. I'm in St. Louis. Not too bad of a day. I'm walking now, feeling good, smelling good, looking good. You better hope your girlfriend don't see me, because she might not come home. She gon' be gone too long. Going in the bathroom, trying to clean herself, because we made a mess. All right, let's get it. So, one, I don't believe it's going to happen, right? Listen, Floyd Mayweather didn't bring it up. He was asked about how the rematch would go. Floyd Mayweather said, listen, I think he can win, especially if I train him. I think if Floyd Mayweather did train him, it'll probably be a one-off. I don't know. Listen, to be honest, I don't think Floyd's gonna give that much time. If Floyd did train Deontay Wilder, I don't think he'd give him that much time. First of all, Floyd Mayweather maybe he will. Floyd Mayweather gonna tell him, listen, your camp is not in Alabama. Because Floyd, even though Deontay Wilder would be hiring him as a trainer, Floyd Mayweather is listen, he's a boss. That's how he is. Even though you're hiring him, he's going to change up everything. But listen, sometimes change is not always that bad, but sometimes guys with too big egos, and I believe Wilder has definitely confidence in himself. Floyd has confidence in himself, and you know, I think it's going to be some clash. If Floyd Mayweather is in Deontay Wilder's corner, or not corner, but in training camp, Floyd coming in with all his girls, because there's going to be a lot of money talks. Anytime Wilder do something wrong, listen, I got my millions this way. I got my millions this way. I just bought me a $23 million jet. I bought a $55 million Rolex. You know, it's going to be a lot of talk like that. I got my O, you know. They could have, but I do believe this, right? I don't believe it's going to happen, but I do believe this. If it did happen, one, it will benefit Deontay Wilder, because whatever the pay-per-view numbers would do, I mean, whatever it would do, if Floyd Mayweather's name is there, always mentioned, he's at the press conference, and he's putting his little touch on there, it's going to make it do that much more pay-per-view. Because now they're linking a proven pay-per-view seller time after time, Floyd Mayweather. And I'm telling you, there's a lot of people that want to see Floyd Mayweather get an L. He may not have got one inside the ring, but they cannot wait to give him one even as a coach. Because, listen, guys, if this happens, I almost want it to happen, but I doubt it. But if it does happen, I want you guys to come back and give me credit. Don't go nowhere else when I say the shit that I'm about to say, because it's going to happen. If Floyd Mayweather some kind of way is even involved, he don't even have to be the head coach with Deontay Wilder, because the head coach needs to give serious fucking time. But even if Floyd Mayweather is involved, where he's coming in maybe 2 or 3 times out of the week after he made Deontay Wilder take his camp to Las Vegas and occasionally to the Girls Collection Club. Watch how the people are going to be saying this. Floyd Mayweather as a trainer right now, he's 0-0. He's undefeated. They're gonna relate his record to as a trainer. No, I'm telling you right now, if Floyd Mayweather trains Deontay Wilder, they're gonna talk about his record. He's 0-0 as a trainer. Will he take his first loss? And if Deontay Wilder loses, they're gonna hit Wilder with that, not Wilder, but with hit Floyd Mayweather with that loss just as hard. He's not undefeated now. He can't say he's completely undefeated in boxing. He can't say that. Let's get to it. I don't agree. Floyd Sr. is just like Jr. Let's see. Floyd is egotistical to be a good trainer. I missed the stream, but it sounded like Mikey barely won. It was a good fight, bro. I predicted a good fight. That was a good fight. Brendan Smith in the building. Mayweather also said he would train Rousey. Floyd just trying to stay relevant at all. Listen, and I believe so. I believe that this is a thing for Floyd to keep his name in the spotlight. But listen, it's really hard for me to say that because I understand how Floyd is. He didn't bring it up. It's not like he brought this up. He was asked a question. And just like anybody, any one of these guys that perfectionists, when they say that, well, if I was doing this, he'll win. If I was coaching the Texas Rangers, they'll win. If I was coaching the Chicago Bulls, it's just what people that really believe that they can solve any puzzle would say. They will always say if they were involved, they would win. Now, if Floyd Mayweather keep preaching this, then we got to see something. If he keeps preaching, I want to be in this camp, I want to help him out. But then I was like, okay, maybe he is. Maybe he's cloud chasing because he never wanted to stand. He never appeared to want to stand with Wilder and better on Wilder before this. And then after the loss, now he is saying more positive things about him winning, about that he's not old, and about obviously he can change and make adjustments. Let's get it. Wilder takes about all. I can't see the last part. Wilder talks about all fights. Is that fights? Mike in the building. I believe he can learn to box, but not in 4 months. Wilder had a ton of stuff to stay when Fury changed trainers, and now he's desperate to win. He has added to his team. Listen, man, you got to make adjustments. You just have to. Deontay Wilder can learn. He can train. 4 months. Can he do it in 4 months? What they're talking about, the fight's going to be in July. So we're looking at, what is this, February, March, April, May, June, July. So we're looking at, just under 5 months, 4 months and some change. Can he learn in 4 months? Yes, guys. Yes. Would he be perfect? I don't know if he'd be perfect. Hell, he might not have to be perfect. He might have to just be able to improve on some things to avoid some of the things that Fury was doing offensively. We're not talking about reinventing the wheel. And guys, when you look at Joshua, obviously Joshua came into the fight with Andy Ruiz, where a lot of people were saying that he was too stiff. He can change. And Joshua showed you a completely new Joshua. Completely. Then Tyson Fury, who was a defensive fighter, was a complete offensive fighter. And he made a short turnaround. But now all of a sudden, you think Deontay Wilder can make a short turnaround. And with Deontay Wilder, I'm not talking about reinventing the wheel. I'm not talking about being a forward fighter, now all of a sudden learn to be backwards. Or a backwards fighter, now all of a sudden be forward. I'm talking about making modifications. Taking what you already do and add some things to it. That's it. This is what you do well. Now let's work on some ways on how to disguise it. This is what you do wrong in defense. Now let's work on some ways on how to improve it. And if you dedicate yourself 3 to 4 hours, 5 to 6 days, matter of fact, 6 days a week, some days physical, some days mental notes, you're damn right he can improve. You're damn right he can improve. Will he be perfect? No. But will he improve enough to already add to what he has now? Yes. I'm telling you right now, this shit could be deadly. Mike says Joshua could always move. They were very technical. Joshua never moved like that. Show me a fight outside of Andy Ruiz where he moved like that. He never did. See, Joshua back in the day was honestly the guy used to come try to bring pain. He used to try to bring pain to get you out of there. Against Andy Ruiz, who is not trying to bring pain. He fought completely defensive. Anthony Joshua was an offensive fighter that turned defensive. Used a fast jab and a lot of movement. Listen, I'm not here to knock what he done. I'm saying he made the change. I'm saying Fury made the change. I am saying Deontay Wilder can make the change. But guys, listen, the only way he makes this change, the only way, he has to change some in that camp guy. He has to. And listen, I understand these guys have been with you forever. I get it. They've been with you forever and a day. They brought you all the way here. But in this whole run, they have not advance his offense or defense nearly what it should be. Not nearly. And then even in the corners of, they didn't have a plan B. Who goes into a fight without a plan B? Who? Not a plan B, not a plan C. They didn't tend to his wounds. They didn't give him nothing solid. They found something special. Jay found something special when he found Deontay Wilder. But they need someone else in camp. They need someone else that can spend a couple hours out of camp working on specific things. They need to work on, in my opinion, they need to work on being able to throw more than 1 and 2 punch combinations. Because there was a lot of times when Wilder threw that 1-2, if he'd have came back with another 1-2, or even a 1-2-3-2, which is a jab, right hand, left hook, right hand, he would have connected. Whenever you're facing somebody who has really good head movement, you can't throw 1 or 2 punches. They're probably going to make you miss 90% of the times. 90% of the time they're going to make you miss. It's the 3 and 4 and 5 punch that you throw, the ones that actually get them. But guys, I gotta get out of here. I wish I could have gave you guys a little bit more. This your boy today was Blazing the Sports. Do me a favor, guys, if you're watching this video, maybe you catch this on replay. Will you do me a favor and make my Monday by smashing the like button? Show me that you want to be part of the Blazing family, the Blazing Nation, and we will be back at it like a crack at it, giving you boxing geekers this work. I'm out.